Hi, you're listening to the M2 Archery Show. I'm Marco.
I'm Matt.
I'm Nat.
And indoor season is here, dude.
It's Christmas is over. It's the New Year heading right up to us.
Yeah, you guys are going to be singing. Do you have any like Christmas, New Year traditions?
Well, my wife does. I can't remember what they are.
Yes.
What do you do? I don't know.
I do what I'm told.
I wake up and my wife says, "We're doing this." Oh, yeah, okay.
I do what I'm told. No, actually, you know what? We've started, and it actually turned into more work than we like. My wife wanted to do like these singing Christmas cards.
And that's like, I wear the pants around this place anytime she lets me.
We do these singing Christmas cards, right? And this year we're like, we just tired. We don't want to do it. But then the kids now.
Wait, swinging Christmas cards.
Yeah, so because my wife does film and we do music, a lot of the kids sing and play.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you guys.
Have you ever seen any of those? We
not
send
the
out
Christmas cards.
Yeah.
I've seen the singing, like the group things you guys have done.
Yeah, it's on the
That's
YouTube channel. So we just kind of send out these and they're usually real raw. It's nothing too put together, you
raw,
know?
like Eddie Murphy raw?
No, I just mean like it's not too polished or produced, you know? And
I thought it was like one of those insult Christmas cards. Hey, you dirt
So this year, you know what's funny is it's supposed to be something about the Grinch, and then my wife ordered this Grinch costume, and she got me to dress as the Grinch.
The Grinch that breaks knees.
Well, and she got me to dress as the Grinch at our Christmas party, and then I thought it'd be funny to steal one of my coworkers' TV because he won it last year. I'm like, that's not fair.
He won the TV last year.
He won it last year, so I was going to run across in my Grinch costume and steal it, and I blew my knee out.
Ran up to it, then he's like, "Nope."
I'm like, never mind. I'm going to limp back to my table.
Please tell me you were laying on the ground holding your knee.
No, I
he
limped
his
away.
way back.
I grimaced. You get it? I grimaced.
Grimace, wasn't he like a McDonald's character?
Yeah.
Was it Grimace? Man, kids today missed out on that.
Dude, that wasn't around for very long.
No, the Hamburglar was around forever.
Grimace was purple.
Yeah, he was purple. It was
I remember him.
Yeah.
Remember they used to have the trees in the McDonald's with the tables?
Yeah, and they had the little
fruit hanging off it.
No, they didn't have the fruit. They had like the apple pie things and the French fries. Yeah.
Not the real ones.
Not the real ones.
They were like, if you tried to eat them, it hurt your teeth.
Right. Well, you couldn't pull them off the tree.
Porcelain.
That's false advertising. Right?
You know what?
Yeah, that's back
Monopoly.
in the day.
McDonald's Monopoly. That was the only thing that was good that came out of McDonald's.
No, the McDLT was something that's good. You probably don't remember the McDLT. So this is back in the day when McDonald's burgers came in styrofoam, polystyrene, which is just like one of the most beautiful things ever. Because you want to insulate, polystyrene's the way to do it, man. Who cares about the environment? You get a soda, you want those big styrofoam cups because you know that ice is going to stay cold
forever.
Well, the McDLT was
McDLT?
The McDLT. The hot side was separate from the cold side. So their advertising thing was the hot stays hot and the cool stays cool.
I remember that. The lettuce stays crisp.
Yeah. And then you would open the top out of that and then you take the two and you smash it together. Oh, yeah. And I hate McDonald's food after they got rid of the McDLT.
You know, I'm all one for conspiracy theories. I enjoy them every now and then. It's, you know, and some of them, I think a lot of conspiracy theories are just to...
But we're also talking about a guy that has Bigfoot living in his basement and Nessie living in his pool.
No.
Nessie.
But I seen some guy like going, graveyards aren't... Have you noticed that they're never building new cemeteries? And he's like, what do you think they're doing with the bodies?
They expand
They feed them to us at McDonald's. That's what he was saying. I'm like, no, they don't. I'm like, for one, when my dad died, they put a new gravestone in.
Right, graves.
Yeah, right. The graves.
I get it. I see what you did there.
But they put a new stone and it's still there. So it's like, what's the point of that? They're putting stones in that you can go visit. But I was just like, this guy's nuts.
Soylent Green is what they're saying.
Right. He's trying to say they're feeding us.
And so Soylent Green actually happened in 2022.
Well, because he's like, there's so many people to feed. There's no way they're growing that many cows.
And you've seen the logo. Soylent Green is people.
Okay, so in Ireland, you rent it.
Oh, get out of town.
You rent what?
Your graveyard.
You rent your graveyard.
For how long?
What if you make your...
How long do you want it for?
Wait a minute. So if you miss your payment, do they evict you?
No, you
miss a payment.
You prepay for this for like 100 years, 10 years, 20 years.
And then what? Then they just dig you up and give someone else your spot?
Or they're
like,
you
you're
deep.
out.
Yeah, like, take you out, burn you. I don't know.
I mean, how does that work?
100 years from now, who cares?
Who would even remember you?
Right. Maybe they do it in levels and they bury you, and then now they change the headstone and they put the next guy on top.
Yeah. They say that's like,
I mean,
seriously, where do you get extra land?
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Because
thing.
you don't want to use all the land up on cemeteries.
Ireland is so small.
Right.
Like it's
Viking Burial, man. Viking Burial. That's what you do. You just put them on a ship, push them out to sea
with the fire. You shoot the fire. Hey, that fits right into our show.
I know, but how cool would that be? I mean, I wouldn't mind going. I mean, I'm not gonna care. I'll be dead. Who cares what they do with the body?
Right.
But yeah, if you want to save some cash, dude, either garden, put me in the garden, or kick me out to sea and then shoot some arrows at me, fish food. I don't care. What do I care?
Yeah. My dad wants me to like spread him around where he killed his elk.
Really?
Yeah, that's his thing.
That's kind of gruesome, though. I mean,
yeah. I mean, I'm going to burn him first.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's okay.
Well, you're not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have it do that.
Yeah, I'll have him cremated.
Yeah.
And then I'll spread him around to all the different.
Unless you die first, and then he'll spread you around.
Yeah.
Wow. That's demented.
Yes. It's kind of a dark sense of humor. I think it's something veterans and hunters have a similar sense of humor.
Yeah, well, I am a Graves.
That's true.
My last
Graves. Name. Oof. Yeah, so you don't have any holiday traditions then, huh?
No, I mean,
do you even stay up till New Year's? Like,
we do stockings for the kids. My wife gets me up at
he looks like the type of person to do some stocking.
My wife gets me up at 3 a.m, and when I say we do stockings, right? Normal family has like 4 or 5 hanging on the mantle.
You wake up at 4 a.m?
My wife on Christmas.
Who does that?
My wife makes me.
That's terrible.
Because she doesn't want to fill the stockings the day before. And so she wants the kids to wake up to them.
She can't. Wow. Well, you do have probably like 50 stockings.
Well, that's the thing. We can't use a mantle. We have to use a whole staircase for all the stockings, you know, because there's like
please tell me
12 of them.
You put phoenixes at the top where it's like the furthest to fall. He's just got to reach. It's like,
We took the stockings, we put them in our bedroom, and then we would put them out that night.
Them off, yeah. And she likes to hang them before then.
But it's like that's a typical like the man's job is the wife's job is to wake up for any reason and go something, and then in your mind you're like, then go look at it. But what you actually do is you go, oh.
Well, and I got to be honest,
and you get out of bed.
I struggle with tradition because it wasn't something I grew up with. My dad was he just felt like Christmas.
He was a Grinch.
It wasn't so much that, although I think it affected me a little bit as a kid. But he just felt like it was over commercialized, which it is. You know, I mean, the real reason of Christmas is supposed to be about the birth of Christ. Is that why you
tried to steal the tree downtown?
Yeah, I mean,
that wasn't me.
It was the TV.
Yeah, You're a mean.
Did somebody try to steal the TV?
Did you see the Grinch guy running around? He had the same mask I had.
Did he?
Yeah, there was a Grinch dude running around town.
You were wearing a mask
last night. I had the full mask.
Oh yeah, he was the Grinch, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't just. I had these green fuzzy pants.
Yeah, I mean, he looked straight Grinch.
Nice.
I was all Grinchy.
Wow. Hey, Mr. Grinchy. That's awesome. Traditions. We kind of wing it. Like, we don't really have, like, everybody comes over to our house, but kind of wing. Now, we do this gift thing. So, what my daughter does.
We do this gift thing.
Like everybody?
Like everybody. But no, my daughter Tamsin, she does it to where now she does it like a registry. Before she would draw names. So, everybody would put their names in a thing, you draw the names, and then whoever you drew, you'd buy a gift for that person.
Yeah.
And so that's how they would do it. Now they got this.
We have to do that because if I got to buy gifts for each adult kid, it gets way too expensive.
Right. Yeah, when you got 50 kids.
Yeah, and this year, everybody didn't want to do it the same. And so we drew names and we're making the gifts.
Oh, see, that's kind of cool.
So it'd be a little more. And my son Titus actually made his brother. Yeah, this will be after Christmas. He made him a knife. And it's actually pretty nice. Like Ty went out and cut metal up, and
did he do the forge and everything?
Yeah, he forged it and everything.
Wow. Yeah, my boys did that. So my son Ben did it the most. Oh, dude, the Cochrane knives are the best.
Now, it wasn't as nice as that. Definitely. It was his first iteration of it, but it was actually like, wow, pretty impressive, Ty. And then he ordered the stuff you can make the sheath out of that you heat it up and shape it.
Oh, like Krydex.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you put it in the oven. And yeah.
So he's going to do that. But
nice.
Kind of a cool idea.
Oh, cool.
Anyway, we got to take a break. Don't go away. We're going to come back and maybe talk about New Year's instead of Christmas since Christmas is over. We'll be back.
And we're back. This is the M2 Archery Show. Find us on Facebook, M2 Archery Show.
Find us on Instagram at M2 Archery Show.
Or email us at m2archeryshow@gmail.com.
Check out the podcast. Or check out the radio show.
That's right.
or check it all out. Download it. Get a tattoo. Get an M2 tattoo tattooed on your face.
Do it, lady.
Yeah.
Do it.
Maybe not the best life decision.
So Matt sent me a thing, indoor archery season, and he sent me that clip from Heather Gore where she was torque tuning using her sight.
No, it's torque tuning.
Torque. Yeah, torque. Now we're talking
It's very
torque tuning.
torquey.
Yeah, we're talking torque tuning. Yeah. So we should have Tony from Specialty Archery for that because Tony. Yeah, he knows about torque tuning. Anyways, but she was using the sight, or traditionally we use the rest.
Yeah. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah, moving the sight. And what Matt's, so you think I don't watch that stuff. You sent that to me. I'm like, oh, she moved the sight. And you're like, oh, no, she moved the rest. And I'm like,
well, I heard torque tuning and I was like,
and your brain filled
Well,
it.
but no, when you
okay,
said it,
wait.
because I sent it to you because it was different.
Right. But yeah, so
What are we?
that's,
So I'm very mechanically inclined, right? So
you're holding a knife in front of you and moving it side to side.
Stop. You can't tell them what I'm doing.
Imagine this is a bow.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously what that's doing, though, is just the further out you get, right?
Right.
The more that's going to be exaggerated. Your torque, the sight's going to move.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. And so, but why do we put our sight further out?
Because you get a longer sight radius and it adds the ability to be more accurate.
Right. Because it makes your pin look smaller at what you're aiming at a long distance.
Not necessarily.
Yes, it does.
No, because I use a 6-power lens.
Well, okay, but I don't use
Well,
a
it depends.
lens.
Do you put the sight on the front or the back side of the lens?
I can't talk about how I do that because that has not,
Proprietary.
that is a non-disclosure, and so that has not been released for sale until after this airs.
Oh, okay.
So-
All right. Well, but what I'm saying is what she was doing is basically making it more forgiving by
Right.
moving the sight in.
Well, and Matt and I talked about this too. Traditionally, we'd move a sight in, like when Paige would shoot outdoor and having to shoot long targets back in the day. I don't know how it's working now with the speeds of the bows and the arrows being lighter and things like that, if it's still a thing she does. But
Yeah,
a lot
of 2 arrows, and her mom did the same thing.
yeah, where there was 2 arrows that were just a 2-fletch.
2 flash
And then
arrows.
also moving the
Oh, yeah,
sight.
I remember that.
Yeah, moving the sight closer to the bow because it would allow you to have more travel on the sight. Where I like my sight radius longer because I believe I can be more accurate because I got longer sight radius. But your sight, if you have a slower bow or a shorter draw length, your sight has to travel a further distance to get elevation, if that makes sense. So it's got to go, from my sight moving from 20 yards to 100, it's got to travel longer distance to get that elevation. Where if it's closer to your eye, it doesn't have to travel as far.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was
But-
testing it out.
But
I
what
saw that with
what
your thumb.
Heather Gore is doing is she's doing the torque tuning and she's moving the sight in and out.
yeah,
to-
but so you give up some of one to get the other, right? So you got to find your happy medium.
And that's the thing, it's a medium because if it comes all the way in, it's not solving the issue either.
right.
So she found a happy spot in there. I was telling Matt, if you look at rests, which I'm surprised it didn't take off because I was looking at a Hamsky. And I have on my target bow, I have the Bow Doodle, so by specialty, the Influence.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is built for torque tuning.
Yeah, like it can
It's-
easily go in and out.
It's got a dovetail system that bolts to the side of your bow. And then the kind of like what Spot Hog has a similar system, but similar but different.
Mm-hmm.
On the Influence, it's got countersunk holes in it, so you can move that rest forward and back and then put the bolt in and it stays.
Almost exactly the same, except for not so that it compromises a patent.
Right. It's different in the
Right.
sense
It is. It's a bit different.
The Spog is made so you can just swap rests out because they call it the swap. You can swap them out without losing
The end. Like the heads.
right, without losing the tune. The Bow Doodle, it's got multiple settings on it, so position, so you can move it in and out to torque tune and then lock it down.
Mm-hmm.
In the rests I've used, I think that Influence is the nicest target rest in a follow away out there. Now that Lizard X is pretty. You have the Lizard X.
So now
right?
torque tuning.
That's a pretty solid.
Mhm.
So we
simple,
talked
no
about
frills.
what moving the sight in and out, and I get that. That's easy, right? Because literally how you're looking at
Right.
what you're. But on the rest,
You're
it's
doing
different.
the same thing.
You're doing the same thing, but it's a different purpose. It's where it's hitting the arrow as it's flexing and leaving your rest.
Right.
Correct.
And see, yes, and I always try and set my rest hitting the node of the arrow.
Right.
And that's how I've always done it, and I haven't had an
That's
issue
how
with
I've always known to do it.
That's how you know how to do it. That's how if you want to know it's shooting right, you put
I mean, to be honest, I didn't even know there was a node in an arrow till you told me last week.
Yeah, there is a node
last week.
I'm kidding. A year ago or so.
Before. But that's what I do, and you can find the node.
I didn't used to node that.
Didn't used to always. It works all the time sometimes.
Yeah. 100% of the time, 50% of the time.
100% of the time, it works 50% of the time.
Or sometimes the node isn't close enough for you to use.
Yeah, but that's the flex of the arrow, right? So it's flexing back and forth, and so you want to catch it at a point that the flex isn't throwing it out of the bow.
So the way I find the node is I put the tip of the arrow, so where your field point is against a corner of a surface, like a table. And then I'm grabbing the middle of the arrow, putting a downward bend on it, and letting go, and that arrow's going to pop up. It's going to spring up off the table. You move the arrow tip forward, so you got more space between the pivot point or the fulcrum of the table and your arrow. You move it until when you pop it, it stops bouncing. That's the node of the arrow.
Yeah, but this seems a little nebulous.
But it's typically,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. So basically what it is it's typically between 3 and 4 inches from the point of the arrow.
Okay.
Is where that node is. So that's where you get almost no spring or bounce.
Node spring.
That's where I put my blade or my rest is sitting. I do the same thing. At full draw?
Not, because I was like, okay, are you trying to determine where the rest is right before it loses contact with the arrow? Because technically that's where the arrow's leaving the rest.
Right. So my thinking is when you draw back a bow and you get down pressure on your rest, as soon as you release that pressure, you're going to get a little up spring, because when you draw a compound, you're getting down pressure. So the arrow's putting pressure down on the rest. I don't want any bounce or any movement at all. I want it to come off clean and flat. By putting the blade or the rest on the node, I get a clean, flat departure from the arrow.
Right. But does the arrow start flexing immediately as soon as the string induces forward movement?
I believe so.
Okay, so if that's the case...
Because you got an arrow off a compound with a release typically flexes up and down. A recurve flexes side to side, if that makes sense.
Okay.
When you release the energy, basically the back of the arrow is trying to pass the front. That's what induces that flex.
Right.
The more mass weight you have out front, the more that arrow wants to flex. And that's why those new Carbon Revolution arrows being a 250 spine, but a lightweight, that's where something like that's great, because it's a stiffer arrow. So if you want to put more front weight,
you can put it on there.
You can stack it up
shoot
there.
A fast arrow.
That's my thing, right? So my biggest problem this year was spine of the arrow.
It was a little light.
I wanted to run a lot of weight up front, but I wanted a lighter arrow.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of a cool system though, because we were using the same arrows, and I was shooting 270 grains, and you're shooting 400 and something, right?
And that's where, like with Matt, he runs on an FOC, but a lot of guys, Matt's got that figured out to a science, but a lot of guys, the FOC fairy shows up and then like
you're chasing it,
hits them with the wand, and it's like, okay, now I've got mass front weight, but my arrow's under spine, so I gotta get a stiffer arrow.
Now you got a heavier arrow, so you need more FOC.
Right, so I'm losing FOC, so they're constantly
chasing it. And that's what's cool about Nathan's new Carbon Revolution arrows, is they're going to have that spine, but light.
Right, and see, Matt uses a lot of FOC, but he's not chasing massive amounts. He's going for function.
Yeah.
So,
function over look.
Over fashion.
Right, exactly. Same thing. We got to take a break. Don't go away. We'll be back.
And we're back. Here's the M2 Archery Show. Find us on Facebook at M2 Archery Show.
Find us on Instagram at M2 Archery Show.
Or you can email us at m2archeryshow@gmail.com. And here's the thing. This whole Kuiu sale is really cramping the style.
Is that Kuiu sale? Is that legit? I don't know if
there's
that's...
a Kuiu sale?
Well, no.
It's sold. Kuiu sold.
Oh, they sold.
It's hard to...
sale.
It's not like Kuiu. A good sale I can go cash in on.
There was a good sale, and I always buy my Kuiu stuff during Black Friday, because it's the best time to buy Kuiu, because it's, 40-50% off.
Wasn't Black Friday, wasn't that originally like when the markets crashed and people were jumping out of windows because they lost their stocks?
Maybe.
I think that was.
Was that why they called it that?
I think they changed it to make it more of a consumer thing.
Yeah, we need to turn this around. It's a bit depressing.
It's like the market crashed on a Friday, and so I think traditionally that was Black Friday. You'd have to do a Google search on that.
No, we skipped right over New Year's tradition. He
didn't get it.
He derailed me with the Kuiu sale thing.
Yeah.
I want to know if that's legit.
Okay.
If it's sold?
I don't know.
Well, but it's who it's sold to. If that's true.
Some billionaire. I mean, you'd have to have a lot of money to buy him.
He was also the guy that was like,
who's been running it the last like 5 years?
The original creator's wife,
Mr. Kuiu.
Oh, so she kept
and then she hired
Mrs. Kuiu.
Yeah, I mean, we all remember he died.
Well, because Cabela's almost
I
bought
didn't remember that.
You didn't know the story?
No.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Is it sad?
It is really sad.
I don't want to hear it then.
Yeah, we don't have to
Don't bring me
that up.
down, dude.
But so she's been running it since his death.
She hired, there used to
Someone
be
to manage.
Yeah, there was a guy who kind of managed it, ran it.
Okay. I mean, Kuiu's cool. I mean, if you're into Instagram pictures.
That I don't even know how to use Instagram.
No, I mean, it is. They make good, but I mean, it's kind of the trendy clothing.
It is. I mean,
you know, it shows your status. That's why Matt has 2 closets full.
And then you have
closets full.
I'm the only one sitting here that doesn't own any Kuiu.
No, I don't really.
I
was gifted to me.
Doesn't matter.
I was gifted.
And if you're gifted a Ferrari, you own a Ferrari, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So I'm the only one here that can confidently
only
say
if you go register it.
No, didn't that one guy get arrested for that for not?
I don't know. Maybe
paying his tax on his Ferrari or whatever.
Really?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
The diesel guy or whatever. The
guy that did those diesel trucks.
Yeah,
they went after him. He was a YouTube.
Yeah,
dude.
he got locked up.
Did he really?
You don't mess with the government's taxes.
You don't mess with the IRS.
That's right.
Yeah, they were trying to say that he avoided taxes.
Wow.
I want to avoid taxes.
I just don't want to get locked up.
I don't want to get locked up.
You know what though? 3 square meals a day, hot, quiet, peace and quiet. Can you still lift weights in jail?
Nah.
We talked to a guy recently that we know that he had to go on a little vacation, and he said it was actually pretty rejuvenating.
Something about not having a lot of responsibilities. Like you just know what you have to do throughout the day.
Yeah,
that'd be easy.
Send me. It's like a vacation, man.
Send me. Nobody nagging
in the off season.
Yeah,
it's like come on. No, but that Kuiu sale. But the guy that bought that, what I read from the article, allegedly bought it. Is that he was the guy that was trying to cut off access to public land for people using waterways or something?
So that's a little bit of a. They had to use the waterway through his property,
right?
So it's a little bit of a touchy subject because I built a deck for a guy, on a river, and he was a fishing guide, right? So he's really into fishers, right? But there's a deal here where people are like, oh, high water mark and stuff, but the rules are on a navigable river. So what determines a navigable river?
If I can walk it, I can navigate it by foot.
So he says no. He was like, no, it's got to be one that you can bring a certain size of boat,
like a steam barge.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what he.
It's like if the love boat can't come up my river, it's not navigable.
But now, so shrink that down, right? Say you bought 100 acres.
Right.
Okay. And then say you had a little dinky creek running through that 100 acres, right? You want people walking up your creek with waders on?
Okay, but what if it's like the Calapooya?
Even the Calapooya, right? Because in the summer you could walk and never get above your knees in a lot of that river.
But you could still take a kayak up that at knee height. Yeah, absolutely.
But see, technically, if you look up navigable, it's not like rafts and kayaks. That's not what makes it navigable.
What about a canoe?
I don't think so either.
I don't know.
So, but I'm just saying, say you own the property, right?
I see what you're saying.
And you get 100 people coming through your land because you got a creek running through it.
Right. So I see what you're saying. It could be some guy that he's just like trying to keep people off of his property for the same reasons you see timber companies locking stuff up because people trash it.
Yeah, they leave a bunch of trash on the way by or whatever.
So I get that.
Or you're just trying to lock it down because you want to log it down.
Well, because you want all the elk. I can identify with that. I mean, if I had a...
Okay, so if I had 100 acres or a couple hundred acres with elk on it and I could fence it off and keep people out, would I do that? Yes. Would that be the nice thing to do to the public? Yes.
Yes.
Is it something?
Yes, it would.
It would be the nice thing to do.
Because otherwise you'd be in fights with them every day when they're running the elk off your property.
Would I fence it and keep access only for me if it was my property? Absolutely.
Yes. See, and that's what I'm saying. It's like you got to look at things from both sides. Now, people always like, well, he's a billionaire and he owns acreage everywhere. You know?
Because the society is just anti anybody that's got more than them.
They want it socialism,
right? And that's not the majority of the people, but that's what's pitched out there.
Yeah, right.
And so what you're saying is give the guy the benefit of the doubt. This could be an example of that.
Right, exactly. Hey, we got to take another break. We'll be right back.
And we're back. You're listening to M2 Archery Show. Find us on Facebook at M2 Archery Show.
Find us on Instagram at M2 Archery Show.
Or email us, m2archeryshow@gmail.com.
I want to get back to the New Year's traditions. What is your New Year's tradition? You didn't tell us. You told us your Christmas one.
Or I know you said traditions. I start going off about my wife's because she has more Christmas ones.
Well, I'm sorry. Let's edit that down. I asked you about traditions. You started going off about your wife.
Right.
That's what I just heard.
You're right.
Matt's with me. He just heard that too.
He pretty much is the one with traditions.
Matt and I were just saying how great our wives were, and they never go off, and that's what you spout off with. You guys, the listeners couldn't hear it because it's during the break, but Matt and I were just like talking about how great.
You better be careful because my wife actually hears these.
I know.
She goes through them looking for the promo, and guess what? This ain't gonna be it.
They going on the promo.
You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night.
I think your wife's great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Please do not kill me.
Well, so yeah, having a calendar restart's kind of a nice thought. Every year I'm like, oh yeah, this year I'm going to do better. And then by like January 15th, it's like, what was I going to do?
So do you do those New Year's resolutions?
Not really.
Things?
I don't think I've thought about it. I thought, I should start running or going to the gym more or whatever.
Not with that bum knee.
Now I can't even run. That's what happens every time I decide to work out.
I think that he saw New Year's coming. He's like,
self-sabotage.
He's like, he's like, my wife's going to make me start, Monica's going to make me start running and dieting.
So now I just can't eat anything. Right. I get to eat one meal every 3 days.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, that's what. No, I heard a guy this way, actually on Instagram. He was saying that's, our ancestors, that's more how they ate. And that's why there never was obesity back in the day, because people ate more. It wasn't, we eat out of pleasure. We've been taught by the...
I think they're talking about our ancestors that lived in like...
Hey, you've been manipulated by the Rothschilds, okay? Because they set up the 3 meal a day thing.
Ancestor, how far back are you going, dude?
That's just like the early 1900s.
Because if there was... I'll look it up for you, but there was of course, he was French, so I'm surprised he finished the article. He might have quit like halfway through. But he was talking about the Americas, like the early colonists, and he's like, the amount of food and meat in particular these people consume, he goes, is staggering.
Really? You think they ate that much?
Oh, I think absolutely.
Well, and I could see it from the standpoint of you kill an animal, and they didn't have refrigeration back then.
Well,
so they're probably sharing it among...
They had ways to preserve it.
Yeah,
but
smoke it.
The thing is, it's like, if you want to get bigger and stronger, you got to take in the calories and the proper amount of calories.
But I do think you can't tell me you believe that we eat less now.
No, we eat more now.
We eat more, but I think we have to eat more to get the same quality calories.
I don't think there are quality calories in most of the stuff you eat.
All right, Matt, biggest bodybuilder, most ripped bodybuilder all time.
All time? Ronnie Coleman.
Ronnie Coleman.
Okay.
That guy would eat every 2 hours.
That's because he's had to fuel a furnace.
That's right. He had to fuel a machine. He was like, what, less than 1% body fat?
Okay, that's different.
I'm
talking about the average American dude.
You were probably your healthiest when you're doing the carnivore diet.
Yep.
And you weren't counting calories.
No, you're right. I was eating a lot, meat. But I wasn't eating garbage.
Right, and that's my point.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's.
But I also do think. So I just tried it recently, like doing kind of and people call it intermittent fasting.
Right.
Yeah.
I was just eating dinner.
I do that when I'm hunting. I intermittent fast.
I would just eat dinner, go to bed, get up the next day, not eat till dinner the next day. And I started losing weight without even trying.
You're starving. You're in a caloric deficit.
But once I got used to it, my body enjoyed it. I was like, I don't need anything.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I never eat breakfast. I've always skipped breakfast.
Yeah, I usually skip breakfast.
See, I never skip breakfast.
But now I've started.
Marco's like, nope.
Marco's like,
you lost me at breakfast.
You lost.
Marco's like, if it's got an opportunity to eat, I don't skip it.
You lost me when you said skip, and I was just like, I'm out. No, but I think the caloric deficit is what's caused you to lose the weight, which is cool. As bow hunters. If we're going to be out there, bow hunters put more miles on their boots than gun hunters. It's just a fact.
Yep.
And you're typically carrying more pack than the gun hunters. The backcountry gun hunting is getting to be a thing, though.
And sometimes the gun hunters just shoot the elk right out from underneath it. If they're
true.
Right,
if they're from a tribe.
Right. And you had that happen.
And they have that tag.
But so trying to be in the best shape you can is going to prolong your ability to be out there, and it's going to allow you to do things like you were doing, where you're running to get on elk. You're spending multiple days out there. You're tearing your body down, but and your body's not recovering.
I actually ate pretty good. Well, instead of doing Mountain House, I took a grill with me, and I was eating like sausage burritos and hamburgers.
Okay, you just messed up my whole thought then.
That's what I was doing.
I actually dropped weight for hunting season this year.
Did you?
Yes, I went from 2. So I'm at 2. I weighed myself today. I was at 209.
Oh man,
I went from 210 down to 193 for hunting season.
I haven't been 193 since high school.
Yeah, but you're a big guy. I'm a little guy. But I did that because I just felt like I needed too many calories, because I was just hungry constantly, and I don't have a lot of body fat, but I just consume a lot of calories. And
but what you don't have in body fat, you make up for in body hair.
In body,
although it's not very heavy.
It's not very heavy, right? It's light.
It is light. That's why he was only 209.
So if I had shaved, like completely shaved my body, I could have dropped another 2 pounds. Trim the fingernails really short and take off the eyebrows. I did shave the beard, so. But I just felt like I needed too many calories, and it actually made a noticeable difference for me.
Yeah.
I was still hungry, but I just didn't feel
hungry.
I just didn't feel as tired.
I didn't feel like I was going to pass out at the end of the day.
Yeah. Right, and I think that makes a big difference, especially when you're just going sun up, sunset.
We all have different body types, and you're definitely what my wife calls a pitta.
I don't know.
And a pitta just
I don't know, but I'm going to fight you if you say it again.
Have an internal furnace that just burns calories. Right. You know, and Matt and I lean more towards kapha.
Which sounds horrible. Sounds like I like coffee. Sounds like you're hanging out at Dutch Brothers.
No, it's just more a body type that you're a little more, more not as active. Yeah, and just lean more towards.
I don't even get to eat the food. I just get to look at it.
And then we process food differently too, And so
I think you can change that. I think it changes.
I don't know, Marco. Man, I've spent weeks working real hard, and I never get to where you're at because you're just different. We all process food differently.
Yes and no.
And yes,
my food doesn't smell the same coming out as yours does. I know this because we've been on hunting trips together. So you process it differently.
Well, are we back to another poop one?
A fox,
that was last week.
They say a fox can smell its own den.
Yeah.
So there is a differentiation. It's like.
Sorry, I knew I'd throw you off with that one.
No, but that's true.
We all process differently.
And you don't need to be in like amazing shape to hunt elk.
No, but it's good.
It helps.
Yeah,
I'm not saying amazing, but you just want to be healthy.
Right. Yeah. Hey, we got to take another break. Don't go away. We will be back.
And we're back. You're listening to the M2 Archery Show. Find us on Facebook at M2 Archery Show.
Find us on Instagram at M2 Archery Show.
Or email us at m2archeryshow@gmail.com.
Check out the podcast.
Or check out our website, and you can find the podcast. You can find videos, YouTube videos. We don't have a lot yet, but we're going to have more.
You can find pictures of Nat hiking with his defibrillator on his backpack.
I haven't had a heart attack yet. There was a time or two I thought I was going to. One time it was when we were trying to race those guys up out of the canyon because we didn't want to. Yeah, we didn't want to be beat up the hill by a couple flatlanders.
Yeah,
flatlanders.
They were pilots too. They couldn't have been in that great of shape,
And that's
they were giving you a run for your money, though.
Well, I don't know, man. Sometimes you just like push yourself a little too much.
And see, I wasn't trying to stay in front. I was eating. I think I was eating jerky, so I was just moseying.
And Twinkies.
Yeah, and Nat's like, "Let's go," and he's like. Taking off. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, trying to keep from dropping food.
Well, you know how when you're over bundled for the temperature you're at, that's what it was. Dude. And I got the top. I'm like, oh man, I'm burning up and my chest is pounding.
And he's like, my ticker.
Seeing stars.
He nudged me and he's like, in my backpack, there's a defib. You might have to shock me. I'm like, what? Are you serious?
I've actually so the first weekend of hunting this year, I was feeling a little like, man, my hips are out of shape, feeling a little sore. And by the second week, my nephew was like, man, Uncle, that's pretty impressive. You're moving through the woods good. And by the end of the season, I was in really good shape and I was running down.
How you doing now?
Well,
we've gone the opposite.
It's circle of life kind of thing.
I was still feeling good, except for now I got a bum knee, and that's not going to be helpful to staying in shape.
That's a good point.
I didn't hunt much.
So you still didn't tell me you're staying up till New Year's? Do you stay up for that?
Yeah, I used to, but I usually get woke up by like my son shooting shotguns out the window.
Shotguns out the window?
What?
Yeah. I mean, we live in the county.
Dude, so here's the deal, right?
I live in Lynn County too.
No, you're in the city.
I'm in the city limits, but still
But
Lynn
I'm
County.
not.
We watch the ball drop in New York, and then everybody goes to bed.
Yeah, right, that's 3 hours ahead of time.
I was gonna say, I don't think I ever stay up.
Well, I have
for
like
it.
kids that come around, and if they got like boyfriends or girlfriends, then I'm like, well, maybe I better stay
You feel
up.
obligated.
You know?
Now I'm feeling a little obligated.
Right.
I stay awake. Usually my son and I will stay awake, and my wife and, they'll go to bed, my daughter. And
Nat sleeps in a rocking chair on the porch with his shotgun across his lap. You kids just have fun.
You kids.
I'm gonna be sleeping up here.
They make a noise. I'm like, huh?
Which one was it?
Who did that?
That's funny. They hide in his walker and stuff.
But no, I mean, hopefully it'll be a good year. This last year,
Do you see the hunting sports pack going up to like $250?
Dude, do we want to? Oh, if we want to bring this up, the new.
Do we want to bring this up?
Oh my gosh!
I don't
the
look.
new regulations for deer is an absolute nightmare.
Is it a train wreck?
Oh, I don't even know how you'd find it.
I think they're trying to ruin
You
hunting.
would have to have Onyx to be able to find what freaking unit you're in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're switching the units.
You switch all the units. It's an
Because they
absolute
tried to
nightmare. It's
join
not.
them. It's based on migratory patterns.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And you're like, and it's like
Tell me about that. Somebody told me about
23, and so you don't even know where you are.
Is that for like 2026?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be.
Yeah, it's an absolute.
I'm
like
not
the
going to
whole,
even hunt deer then.
It's a whole nightmare.
I'm sorry. You can shut up.
I'm not even
yeah, I
hunting
mean,
deer.
you'd have to overlay all the previous years to figure out what number you wanted to be to have the general area of where you
My
were.
son's been trying to talk me into rifle hunting deer. He's all, come on, Dad. It's like they've ruined late archery season because they pushed the season back.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, just rifle hunt with me.
It's
He
an
goes,
any weapon. Take your bow.
and you're so burned out by the time rifle season is over, because I've taken my daughter
Right.
or whoever else out.
Take
so.
your bow
Yes.
during rifle. It's any weapon season. It's not rifle season anymore.
I'll tell you what, I have a really hard time taking my bow when everybody else around me has a rifle.
Yeah, that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Especially when you have the hoodie that has the antlers on the hood. Did you see that fake story going around the internet? The guy that identified as a deer and had like the makeup in there. He was shot during hunting season.
Is that a
Yes,
fake
I
story?
saw that.
I just
I'm
saw
sure
a
it
glimpse
was,
of it, and I was like,
because it looked pretty dang impressive the way he was dressed. It was like, it had to be AI.
Okay, wait a minute.
He looked all muscular. And,
That was not impressive to me at all. I'm like, that was just weird.
well,
yeah,
I'm just
weird.
saying most like costumes that look like animal costumes are all baggy. And
Right.
It just looked like, man, that's almost like Avatar.
Right.
The avatar of deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
yeah,
But
except-
yeah, I heard somebody asked me about the price going up to $250. I'm like, I don't care. I don't even look. I don't want to know.
dude.
Well,
Right.
money just has no value anymore. It's just
no.
like, I
Yeah.
remember when I thought 200 was crazy,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember when
$250.
$150 for a hunting tag. You're just like, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, back in my day when we first hunted the Grand Wapiti,
Wampity.
The Wumpity.
the tags were $26
Dude, they were for the.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
They're $26 for an elk
for
tag.
an elk tag.
Yeah.
I don't even know
And
what turkey
like
tags are, but I
$13.
remember.
But I mean, we're talking about, it's not apples, because we're talking about the Sportsman's pack. That's
Right.
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I mean that means that it went up to like
I think it's
$60
like
for-
60 some dollars now for an elk tag.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean it went up to $75 for you.
What's a deer tag?
Now it's over 30, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be over.
Well, I knew there was a problem when turkey tags and deer tags were the same price. I'm like, what in the world? Who does that? I
Yeah.
don't even know what they are now. I don't look. I don't. I don't
Did
even.
you
I
get
don't
your
want to
crab
know.
tag?
You crab tag.
Crab tag.
Yeah, you got to tag them now.
No, you don't.
I'm
do you?
kidding. I just totally made
That's
that
like,
up.
I was like, it wouldn't
He's like-
surprise me though. It's Oregon.
I know. That's why I'm like, I bet I can say something
Yeah.
outlandish and they'll believe me.
Yeah, well, that's where we're at. It's like you can make up something totally wackadoo, and it's nobody's going to bat a
You
laugh.
only get
Now-
7 tags per year.
They're
for
talking
crab.
about opening up a wolf hunt though.
In Winnaha,
Mm.
Oh, right.
where I hunted.
Yeah. Was it well?
It was Winnaha. The thing I kept saying come by said wolves are being euthanized or authorized to euthanize. That kind of rhymes.
That's
I could
a
write
lot
a
of
song about
Bison,
that.
yeah.
Authorized to euthanize.
Dude, there's so many wolves over in the Mount Emily, Winnaha, like all the way down.
I heard wolves while I was there the week after that Damon shot that bull that I almost got. Left the carcass and there was wolves howling right down by it the next morning.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. They got to do something because the population, the predators. We've said this many times. Predators are out of control. Like off the charts. The deer
bears were everywhere.
Well, and the deer and elk populations. I don't know if all the deer are moving down, but areas where there used to be so many deer.
Yeah.
It's like you're just not seeing them. I was in spots where it's like it was nothing just to be driving to a spot and see deer, and you're like, oh, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that.
Right.
And there's nothing. You can go 3 days and not see anything.
Yeah.
And it's not because of hunting.
It's predators.
It's not 2-footed hunters, is what I'm saying.
And I've heard people. I always thought cougars are, and they're one of the real bad because they'll kill 50 deer a year or 50 some, right? But I've heard on the elk that bears are actually almost the worst because they'll eat the calves.
Yeah, as they're calving. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just run in, grab them, drag them off.
Yeah, and bears have a good nose.
Yeah,
a really good nose.
Well, not that good because he didn't smell me coming, but
that
one I killed anyway.
Right. How far away were you? And were you downwind?
I was above him, so it should have been. It was evening.
Maybe he didn't. Here's the other thing. Maybe he didn't care.
He's like, maybe you kind of smell like another bear. I know.
Like, do I smell Twinkies?
Do I smell Twinkies?
That's if you were in the area.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Oof. You want to leave a blood trail from that? It's going to be smell like that cream filling.
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Predators are definitely a problem.
Oh yeah,
and it's on purpose, unfortunately.
Yeah, I believe
it
that.
Is.
I believe that.
But if we can start hunting them, that would be great.
20 years ago, I ran into a guy who ran into a guy who ran into another guy.
Jeez,
no, it's like dominoes.
But seriously, I ran into this old guy out in the Snake, and he said he ran into a dude out where he was hunting one year with a clipboard.
Oh, right, you told us
and
that.
Was counting animals, and he said our goal is to make where the only predation is natural, no hunters. Come on, man. We are natural predators.
Right, yeah. Not sure if you know, if you look historically.
It's the food chain.
Yeah, we were kind of created. Part of it. We were kind of created at the same time.
The food chain's kind of for us.
Yeah. It's that's kind of how it was laid out.
Yeah, but you can't.
I've got documentation to prove it.
Having common sense in the same bucket is, with some of these people is just not going to happen.
Yeah, and if you've never spent time in the woods, don't tell me how things go on in the woods. You know what I mean? It's
right. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Run into those people. Have you ever seen the people arguing about wolves online that have no idea? One of them was a girl I knew, and my brother and her were getting into it.
Did you see the cow that was shot up kind of not far from where we live with an arrow? Had an arrow in it.
Cow elk or cow?
Slow elk, a moo cow.
Moo cow.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I didn't see that.
I saw that cow.
On Facebook or something?
Yeah. You actually saw the cow itself?
I saw the cow. Legit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I drove up that area. I'm like, oh, there's a moo cow up there. It's just standing off the side of the road. But I would like to see the arrow because...
It was dangling.
It was dangling, but my gut tells me... No, not that it was a kid. No. I wonder if there's not a blunt or a Judo head on the front of that.
And they were just screwing around.
And somebody was screwing around with it and didn't process the fact that you can kill an animal with a Judo head or a blunt. Maybe not a moo cow, but like an elk or a deer, if you shoot them in the head, you can get a kill. Well, maybe not an elk, but a deer for sure.
I thought
or maybe a squirrel. I mean, if we're being honest.
But I could see a rubber blunt penetrate just under the skin.
I was wondering.
I wouldn't want to get hit by one.
Oh, no, it'd kill you. It'd kill a man dead.
I was wondering if it got somehow just
walked into it
or something and just
so many people on there just spouting off and have no clue what they're talking about. Just absolutely
that's the problem.
It was barely in there. It was dangling.
We have a massive supply of keyboard warriors.
One guy was
that all
on there.
Think they know it, and they're not afraid to say anything because there's no repercussion.
Well, what's funny is one guy's on there. And he's like, "Well, he goes, it doesn't seem like the arrow's in very far." He's like, "I've shot tons of animals, and the arrow goes through." And everybody's like, "You have no clue what you're talking about." I'm like, "This dude knows exactly what he's talking about."
Yeah, right.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah,
maybe if you're shooting it out of a Nerf bow,
right? But here's the thing: that's the same exact people you have making rules at ODFW.
Right? Yeah, I know.
totally, maybe not ODFW, but whoever's giving them the, because you do have biologists there that know what they're doing.
There's some real ones,
but it's the people above them that are like,
there's also some anti-hunters on the board.
Absolutely.
Well, you look at Colorado, who's trying to do the reintroduction of wolves right now, and like their top person quit, then one of the people on the board quit. And it's this whole big thing about the whole reintroduction of wolves because they're not supposed to be getting them from other places. So they're supposed to be getting them only from the lower 58. They can't get them from Canada or Alaska.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Any place that calls it fish and wildlife is anti-hunters. If it's a state that calls it fish and game, they're typically pro-hunter.
Yeah.
Because they look...
game means...
as a game animal.
Right.
Fish and wildlife, places like California, Washington, it's... fish and wildlife. Oregon, fish and wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
Other places call it fish and game, and those places are typically more pro-hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Oregon's not the most hunter-friendly state or conservative.
They got that
friendly.
stupid animal sanctuary thing coming back again, where they want to vote to see if they can make Oregon an animal sanctuary.
Where you can't even wound, kill any animal, like a mouse or a fish.
Yeah.
You can't kill a fish.
It's like, in what world does that even make sense?
Sorry, not going to do that.
Yeah, that's lunacy.
I mean, I am going to do that.
Those people would have you wearing bamboo fabric or hemp fabric clothing and eating 3D printed steak is what they would have you doing.
Yeah, they would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're soft, lotiony hand pansies is what you're going to have a bunch of. Like, I don't think so, dude.
Yeah, it's that part's a really tough part.
It's ridiculous. That's your big city politics trying to like control like regular actual human beings.
Well, and the hard part is, you have big cities who control the entire city. So these people, it doesn't affect them at all.
Oh no.
Like the fact that you'll have a wolf go kill the cows,
livestock,
and the livestock's like these city people are controlling whether or not these people are losing their cows and losing the weight because
meat comes from.
Cows are running around because the wolves are chasing them.
Yeah, those people have no concept that the meat you buy in the supermarket of where it comes from.
Yeah, there's kids growing up that think eggs are manufactured. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I wish you were joking.
Yeah, I wish I was joking.
I wish you were joking.
Hey, we ran out of time, and that's no joke.
Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye. God bless.